One of the most important tools that you have to take with you throughout life is simply the power of mindsets. A lot of guys don't really implement certain ways of thinking and certain lifestyles that could really just help you in a lot of situations. I think the number one thing you got to start off with is having the non-loser mentality. I don't care what cards you've been dealt throughout life, whether you got certain genetics that you weren't happy with, whether you weren't born into the highest level of financial status. You need to simply work with what you have and make the most of it. Not everybody has the best cards. Just because you weren't given the best cards doesn't mean you can't play the game of life and still win. I've seen numerous comeback stories, whether it's in sports or even people I've met in real life, kids who had no future put their head down and ended up beating the people that I thought were going to take over. But I've also seen people that had it all and simply just crumbled, and it blows my mind. But that just shows you how no matter what cards you were dealt, it's all about what you do with those. So figure out what your game plan is and how you can just utilize everything to the best of your ability. Get in contact with people that can help you and figure out different avenues that you can take in order to get to your end goal. If you want to go into software engineering, you may not be born right away with the best technical skills or have a nick for just talking to other people about technology. Whatever aspect it is that you need help on, I promise you, with hard work and proper questions, you can get whatever you want answered. You'll be able to figure out what classes you need to take in order to enhance your skills. You could figure out what teachers you need to take in order to have a good shot of getting an A. Simple things like that will really just help you significantly. And you guys love to give up on areas where you never even gave effort towards. Honestly, I was victim of this too. I was very scared to study tech in college because I didn't think I was smart enough for it. I took a couple AP classes in high school, but even then, I was not the smartest kid in that class. I was nowhere near it. In fact, sometimes I even thought I was the stupidest kid in that class. But it was good that I put myself in that situation because it allowed me to push myself. And that's all part of the game. If we were going based off the cards everyone in that class was dealt, in terms of just pure smartness, everyone's card was way higher than mine. That value of intelligence was way higher than mine. But my hard work was there. I knew I was able to pass that class. I was able to get, I believe I got B's and B pluses in that class. But it was simply because I worked hard. I did the projects, I did the notes, I read a lot. I read a lot in that class. And I was just able to stay after class, talk to the professor, and see what areas I can improve on and just give myself the best opportunity to succeed. Not everyone's gonna be at the same level even when it's all said and done, because even if there's a kid that was simply more talented than me in that class who never studied, didn't do his homework, but somehow still got A's on every exam, his end grade would be better than mine. But I'm okay with that. I know that I deserved whatever grade I earned. I worked my butt off, I pushed myself past my limit, and I didn't give up. Because if I gave up on that class, I would have dropped it and I would have went down to a lower level of history, and I would have been cruising down and I would have just took the easy way out. Instead, I understood that I can push myself and I can make it. And I made it. I passed that class. In fact, I got a B, I got a B plus. That was a lot for me, and it just made me realize that I can't give up on stuff before I even try it. I remember the first exam I took in that class. I think I got like a 30 or a 40 on it. I studied the wrong thing and I felt really stupid. I talked to the professor afterwards and he just made me feel more at ease and that this was one exam and just to do better on the next one and just study more efficiently. So that's what I did, and I was able to perform better on that. I killed the public speaking presentation, and that's how my grade shot up. But what if I just gave up after that first exam? You see, like, I didn't give the class enough time. I didn't give enough effort towards the class in order to see the result that I wanted. But when I did put in that work, I did see the result that I wanted. That's the difference. You cannot just automatically assume you can't do something until you've tried it, until you failed enough, until you put in hours of work, until you put in blood, sweat, and tears. Once you put the effort in towards something, that's when you should be seeing a outcome that's more respective of what you deserve. If you enter college thinking any degree is too hard for you, I promise you it is. If you do not believe in yourself, you will fail no matter what. No matter how smart you are, no matter what talents you were given as a kid, you will fail. You need to go into college with the mindset of, okay, I want to study what will make me money and something that I enjoy learning. These two things combined, even if that degree is super hard, since you have those two things already, you will be able to get there. And the card that you need to improve your value on is hard work. If you've been given a 3 in your hard work cards, you can always change that value up, and up. So if you can bump up your hard work value to maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10, you're putting yourself in a dang good position to succeed now, simply because you were willing to put an effort in towards achieving the goal and getting the desirable outcome. Because if everybody, especially your parents, I don't think guys realize how hard their parents had to work in order to put you in that situation that you're in now. A lot of parents were in a lower generational tier than you. They might have had a way harder upbringing than you did, but they worked their butt off for you. They were able to work hard and not let the cards that they were dealt dictate an outcome. They use their cards effectively to optimize their outcome. And you need to do the same thing. You need to understand that it's not going to be easy, but it's really just a mind game and hard work. If you put these two things together, you're able to get outcomes that you probably didn't even see were coming. You were a lot smarter than you think you are, and when you put in that work, it'll be a testament towards it.